Hi everyone, welcome back to the Fluid Crafter. This is Dora and we are still in our orchard book, but I got a little crafty last night again, so we're going to show what we have accomplished. Where we left off yesterday was so playing around in the book, and then so I thought, okay, my sister, my mom, my grandparents, I still have two brothers and my dad. So this next section I'm going to put for my two brothers. Their names are Rick and Jason. And both of them enjoy music. They enjoy cars. They enjoy travel. They enjoy my brother Jason likes maps and globes and things like that. My brother Rick enjoys, being self-sufficient, things of that nature, kind of doing his own thing and whatnot. So I wanted to try to find some things to incorporate all of that. And so I'll be doing a spread for them today, but I'm also going to show you really quick what I completed last night. I wasn't feeling very well yesterday, so I fell asleep on the couch and I took a nap. And when I got up, I was ready to craft. So maybe that's all we need is just a little nap time, right? Okay, so anyways, let's go where we left off. And let's see, we looked at that, we looked at that. Okay, so here's where we left off. We did the little pocket here. Remember, I was going to make it a belly band. I ended up gluing the whole thing down anyway. This here is just the sewing pattern we put on over top. Then, ta-da! So this here is just some of that tea dyed paper that I was showing you, where I was just putting the tea bags on it. And then I just put this tree down over top of it, which I really, really like. This here is pretty creative, I think. I took the part of the book that had this tree on one side and then this shrub bush on the other side, and so I put both of them here. It's about pruning trees and stuff, and so I cut it to fit. Put some of the tea dyed paper. I put a dooley here. I cut it to size. Put a little washi, and I got these little dooley, some fabric, and some ribbon with a little button piece here with a bulb pin, so I can show that to you really fast. And so the this is just kind of holding down the flap, but it flaps up, and look at that, and that is just a napkin. So it kind of changes the whole scenery, right? So you have the floral or gardening or pruning type theme, and then bam, then you have this wonderful little travel theme with the washi and stuff, right? So this here also acts as a pocket in the back, so you have a little tuck area behind the dooley, and then this flips down, and then the dooley just kind of holds it there so it doesn't fall anywhere. And then on this page, we just did some collaging with some tea dyed paper, scrapbook paper of similar colors. I wasn't really going for same style, just trying to blend colors, kind of, get some practice in with color balancing and things of that nature. So we've got kitchen silverware music. We've just got some blue colored papers. We've got some music in here, and it really worked out wonderful, I think. And then here I have something very special for this page, but I don't want to talk about it right now because it goes with this side, which flips out. Nice dark piece of tea dyed paper that just flips out, held down with some washi. And I did staple it first just to make sure, in case that washi doesn't hold it down, you know what I mean, because sometimes washi comes up. So I just stapled it down to ensure that it was going to stay. And then over here I continued the washi. However, I did two napkins like on the other side. So I did one here, and when you flip it up, totally different view, right? Alrighty. So now I'm not sure if I want to put a pocket down here or not. I think I might just leave it like this and just maybe journal over it, or I don't know, maybe I'll just keep it as a focal point. Who knows, right? So then on this side, I've got some wit and wisdom, some of my favorite quotes, and they are Robin Williams, and then Reba McEntire, Confucius, myself, Jack Lemmon, Thomas Gray, and William Shakespeare. So, got a little quotes going on over here, some inspiration. And then we have some butterflies and some fence posting and some pink wallpaper. This is super cool. It came out of that magazine like we did in the front. And these are the cutest thing I think I've ever seen. These are vegetable baskets. And I really like, let me see if I can get that glare. There we go. So these baskets are in the shape of vegetables. And I thought it was super cool, so I wanted to put it in here. And then we have a little mason jar and a little, one of those tin jugs that you get milk in, used to get milk in. Okay, so this is where we are. And so the only thing I did was I distressed 2 envelopes, one on both sides. Oops, let me take those out of there. I was prepping a little bit before this, so, you know, it wouldn't be too long. So I've got 2 envelopes, right? So we've got 1 brother, 2 brother. And so I thought we could work on this together. And I've got some stuff laid out, like I said, just to kind of speed up time a little bit, speed up the process. So first thing I want to say is I got some old photos out as well. Sorry if I bounce you around. This one here reminds me of me and my brother. It's not us, but it reminds me of me and him. We were like best friends our whole lives, and he has this little brace on his leg. And the weird thing is that my brother now has a nerve condition in his body where his leg, same leg as this little boy, swells up and hurts and things like that. And sometimes he can barely walk. And then this one here is for my older brother. So this reminds me of me and my older brother climbing trees when we were younger. This one here reminds me of my brother Jason, my younger brother. It's a car and it's got these bikes stacked on the front with this little bag down here. And I'm assuming they're traveling, and I'm assuming they're maybe going across country or camping or whatever. And I just thought of him. He actually did drive across country. But I can imagine if he was during this time period, he would totally do those things. So, yeah. Anyways. And so this car reminds me of my older brother, Rick. This one reminds me of my younger brother, Jason. And this one reminds me of both of them. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, and this was pretty big. I might fold it in half and use it as a journaling card, or I might put it onto a big ticket and use it as maybe a tuck in one of the side pockets. Don't know yet. We'll find out. So I'm going to set those right there for now. And then for the background pages, I picked this red. My younger brother's favorite color is red. But it also has black, and it has some tan, and I know my older brother likes some of the neutral colors. And so it's just of writing, postage, and it's got some script, and it's got some music and stuff. So it's kind of got it all in this background, and it's the right color. So I was thinking about laying these out as just kind of adding something to the background. So let's do that, and we are going to stain these, of course. So let's go ahead and do that. Just to kind of give it that vintage look that goes with these photos I have, which the photos themselves, another reason I want to use these is because my older brother Rick gave me the books that have these photos in them. So I definitely want to use them because the photos themselves remind me of him. So, and will always remind me of him. So let me get my glue book out from underneath all of these pieces. Okay, so there's that. Let's get our handy dandy glue stick. I gotta find the one that's, they're both sort of low. So let's start with the new one. And then I can use those up without them falling out on me later. Or even if they did fall out on me later, at least it won't be on camera and taking up a whole bunch of time trying to use the tip of it. Which, don't get me wrong, I don't mind at all, but I'm trying to keep the video. So it goes this way, over here. Like so. Oh, it's so pretty. And this paper, all the paper that I'm using today for theirs, excluding the photos and a couple of little clips, are all from that Walmart paper, and it's called Vintage Treasures. And I do have a little bit of it left, so if you're interested, I'm not sure if they still have it. That's the pack. I did pull that out so I could show you guys. I was talking about it quite often. Okay, so then behind, oh, that was supposed to go on the envelope. I bet you anything. Oh my goodness. OMG, did I mess that up? I did. See? But we could put that one on there. Let's do that right now so we don't put it anywhere else. Because one was supposed to go on the front, one was supposed to go in the other envelope. So, yeah. But that's okay. That's okay. Mistakes happen and we can always fix them, right? Okay, now let me make sure I go around these edges one more time just to make sure. Okay. Let's put this on here. That needs to come up just, oops, just like that. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Woohoo. All right, so now the envelope looks like part of, you know, a letter. Okay, so anyways, we're going to use this one over here maybe. No, wait, let me see. Let's use this one instead. Let's put it down here. Is it upside right? Is it upside down? Oh my. Okay, most of the letters are up this way, so let's do it this way. And I forgot to stain that. Oh well. See what happens? You mess up once and that's it. Your whole brain is shot, right? That's all right. And see, and I know a lot of people will take away these white edges. And I know I rip the wrong way all the time, but I have to say that when they do come out on the page, I kind of like them because it kind of gives you that authentic ripped, where someone has ripped up a letter or ripped up a page, or you know, something that happens naturally, it gets ripped. Okay, so let's put that there. Beautiful. And I don't know if yes I did, so let me do that now. Before I forget, grab a baby wipe and wipe my fingers off as I go, because if not, my fingers will be black and everything will be sticking to them. And the one video I did where I was wiping my fingers off occasionally, oh, it helped tremendously. So That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so there we got those two. So you flip it over, and because I messed it up, that's okay. I will get another piece and do that pocket there. Let's see which way. Okay, we'll go this way. So let's put that one there. And I do have to say that, you know, I mean, doing things like this, you know, I mean, I always want to have something near me that reminds me of my family. And we are a little crazy and wacky, and sometimes we argue and fight, and we don't always get along, and, you know, just the normal family things. But I love them, you know. I love them dearly with all of my heart, and I would love to have something that I can keep and add to. And this book, I think, is going to end up being just that, which is wonderful. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. A place where I can keep all the things that remind me of them. I almost went over the edge on that. Woo! Thank goodness I didn't. Alrighty, so there's that one. And then this side, I was just going to go across the bottom or the top, but I think I'm going to go across the bottom. And yes, see, I have to remind myself to stain. And I stained around the envelope on the other side, so I don't really think that one matters too much. I forgot to turn off my notifications. Let me do that right now. My finger's going to be in the way. I'm just going to turn on my do not disturb, and it's on, so no more worrying about that. Sorry about that. Okay, it's off. No more dinging. I apologize. I apologize. So okay, now we're set. Now we're set. Notifications are off. I always forget to do that. And then I hear it and I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I forgot again. I mean, do you guys do that? Do you forget to turn them off? I do. All the time. As you know, you hear my phone dinging quite often sometimes in my videos. And I apologize so much, especially when I was first doing them, because I was turning off the app notification, but it was still dinging, and I couldn't figure out why. So, well, I think now I know. I just turn on the do not disturb on my phone. I don't get anything now, so that's great. Okay, so now let me check to see if I have another piece of that paper, because I may not. Let me just double check really quick. And then you guys can kind of see some of these papers also. They're actually super fun. I like them. It is a thinner paper. It's not thick cardstock. They are 12 by 12s. And I think they're great like these on like little tags. Oh my gosh, so wonderful. I love this one. And so I'm just looking for that one would be nice too, probably. There's a leather looking one which may go if I can't find another one of these. Actually, I could put a map, piece of a map, since my brother does like the maps, on an envelope, and keep one of the other side, like for one brother, then for the other brother. But let me just run through really quick. I don't think they're gonna like the roses. I do not think I have another one. I think that was it. I should put the telephone on there, because God knows they like to be on the phone. Well, my younger brother, not my older brother. He likes playing. He likes to be on the PC and playing PC games and things like that. Building games and such, architectural type building stuff. But I could put a piece of a map over here because it could be my one brother and then my brother who likes the maps. He could have it. You know what? No more thinking about it. Just put it on there, right? But I don't know if I have one that is cut out. That will, no. Well, I could always do a section, leave it open, but I don't want to do that. This is going to be the closest, but it'll have to be this way. Yeah, it'll have to be this way. But still, that's just not the same. Okay, anyways, we're not gonna fret on that. We're not gonna spend too much time on it. So anyways, so my thoughts were I was going to add some light colors just as an accent, you know, kind of like a little piece here and then a little piece here, or maybe even over here, but just something to offset the red. And then put the photos down on them. Okay, so it would probably have to be like that. And this way a lot of the words on the back will be covered up, and this here is like newspaper type image. Okay, so we'll put that like that. Yeah, let's do that. As our motto goes, don't think about it too much. You'll talk yourself right out of it, right? Most of the time when we talk ourselves out of it, what we do afterwards just doesn't seem, well, in some cases, just doesn't seem as good as what it would have been if we would have just done what we thought we should have done the first time. At least with me is what happens. So, did that go over? Let's see. No, right on the tip. Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, so see, it offsets, and then as I'm putting down photos, see, the other words will be covered. You know, offset a little bit. And this one is just huge, so I think I'm going to end up putting that in one of the pockets, or even in an envelope, the envelope to use as a journaling card or something. I'm not really sure yet. So now this side is a little bit thinner, but what I'm thinking about on this side is bringing it up to the top versus all the way to the bottom like the other side was, to kind of make it up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. And it is already starting to get warm in my craft room. Yeah, I have to close the door. So if it does get loud out there or somebody starts rooting around, you guys, it doesn't you can't hear it on the video. And if you do, it's not as loud. Because sometimes my boys can be very loud. They like to play like anime characters and such. So see, that looks great. Yeah, I like that. And then Yeah, look at that, and then offset it. That would look wonderful. Even if we have to add another piece of background of like a map or something, that would be cool. That would be very cool. Okay, so now let's go over to this side. Let me make sure that's full. Okay, and then actually let's do it like this so we can be flat. And then we're going to add just a couple of map pieces because he does like maps and globes. Like I said, we're not looking for perfect, just background type filler area per se. There. I remember talking to my mom on the phone one day, and I was inking up pages, and she kept asking me, what is that noise? And I couldn't figure out what she was talking about. And then it kind of dawned on me. I'm like, what do you mean, that like the shuffling sound? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm inking up pages, so the thing is, you know, hitting the side of the page or whatever, and so she could hear the yeah, it was kind of comical. At least I thought it was. I mean, I didn't think she could hear the, you know, the swishing of the paper or whatnot. So, okay, and then let's see. I've got a couple of pieces of map that I tore out. So I was thinking about maybe doing that. Yep. Let's just not think. Let's just go. Let's just go with it. See where we at on time. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. All right. Missed the side. Okay, that looks good. All right. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and then this would be younger brother, right? Yeah. So let's see. That would be good travel on there with that map. This would be older. We could always tuck that one down in there like that. Do like this and like that. And then do maybe some background over there. I think that would be great. All right. And then let's go over here. Like this. And I'm thinking we're going to put this one over here. And then this one over like this. And I've already inked the edges up on this one. So this page, that would almost fill except for this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one down because I won't need anything behind, any extra behind this one. So let's go ahead and do that. And then because these are so glossy and they have that shine on them, I like to take my little pad here and not much, just kind of go over at an angle on the side it'll look like brush marks or brushing, and it just kind of dulls down a little bit of that what am I thinking of here? I'm trying to stay in frame. Okay, that when the light hits it, glare. Yeah, so this one here, something would need to be back here, another little piece here, unless we do that. But there would still need to be another little piece, but I do kind of like it down here, but I also like it like that, so we would need a little piece up there, but I'm not sure what to put back there. I don't want to do the leather piece because it's still red, so maybe something to offset. Maybe the numbers, like the rustic numbers or letters, or even just the sheet music might be nice. Actually, you know what? I have music, as we all know. Let's just see what it looks like, right? Let's just see what it looks like. Okay. And I'm just going to sit it like this. I will cut it down, of course, but let's put it up where it would be. So it would be kind of like that. Oh, I think that might look good. I think that may look good. Is that not sticking? I don't think so. That's okay, I'll go back over it. Well, let's just test it. And yep, making another mess on my desk, but I am cleaning it up every day after I get done, which is also wonderful. Oh, looky, that fits right on there. And then we can put this like so. Oh, look at that. I think that's great. We could just add a little piece right there. Just a little piece of the actual paper, not even the music. Yeah. Let's do that. Because my brothers are the same in a lot of ways, but they're also very different in a lot of ways. So using the stuff that I actually have, I'm trying to find some similarities, but also some distinct differences that I know that I shared with them growing up to put on the pages as a reminder for me. And we need to change this piece of paper from glue book. Let's do that really fast. Okay. So let's put this just right there. Perfect. And then as I said, I've already inked up the photos, so we can go ahead and put those down. So let's do that. I apologize if you hear anybody talking. My husband came in the door just now. So there's that one, and then we are just going to add a small piece of this paper like that, just to kind of cover up those words. And I didn't ink it. Imagine that. All right, so there's that. Oh, I like it. And then we could also do the same thing over here, but we would need a bigger piece of the, oh, and looky here. Looky here. Not actual music, but it is vintage paper. My brother does enjoy vintage things. So let's just do that. Oh, yeah, see, something different. Okay. My little kitty is down here on the floor looking up at me like, Mom, I want to be in your lap. And I am not allowing her. Okay, so let's get that down. Beautiful. And like I said, you know, I'm going to come back and put some other things in here too, but this is just kind of a start so that I can have something to remember them. And this is great. And so there's one for my brother Rick to start. And so here for my brother Jason, and I'm going to have to scoot this away a little bit. So, yep, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing with his, except for I am going, now I know music goes this way, but I'm going to do it this way. Why? Because me and my brother have always been odd growing up. We were always not like the other children. We were not like the other kids at all. And we just sang to our own little drum, you know. We were just, yeah. Actually, I'm going to do it like that and then add a piece because that'll flow right up there. Okay, yeah, let's do that. And, you know, we always try to be our own. I mean, yeah, when we were in school, well, I did. I don't know about him, but I got in trouble a lot. I was very outspoken, very, yeah, we'll just say I got in trouble a lot in school. And did not like authority. But that's okay. I grew up and still don't really like authority, but that's okay. I mean authority as in like someone telling me how to live my life, you know, that kind now. But my so we are on my younger brother here. Yes, so my younger brother is married. He has 2 children, and his wife Stephanie is the one who I was speaking of, my sister-in-law, who had given me some of the arts and craft things for the journal that I had made that I have up for sale in my Macari shop. And she is a photographer. She takes wonderful, wonderful pictures, especially, and her favorite thing to photograph is horses. So I actually like that better. Yeah, let's do that. And I like this one over here better. Oh yes, and so when it cools off, me and her are going to go out and do photos. I'm so excited. I can't wait for it to cool off so that we can have that time to go out and do photography, which I also love to do. She's really good at it. She has a professional camera and stuff. I just use my phone. Well, now I could use the camera that my brother has sent me, so that's nice. Okay, I just need a little strip there. So yeah, and but yeah, they spent the summer going to the swimming pool pool with Grandpa, and we took turns taking them, and it was really nice. It was a good summer for the kids, and now they're back in school. I do homeschool, so mine are all year round pretty much, but they are technically, we'll say, back in school. Okay, so that's going to be covered up mostly. So how about we do that? Okay, I'll put that over like that. Actually, we could just do that and cover up the whole dang thing. Look at that. Yep, let's do it. This here to make sure that it's down all the way, because it's at that bend, you know, and so I want to make sure that it is fully down. Yeah, there we go. And then I just need a little piece like I did on the other side here. Off of there. And we're just going to does that work? Yep, that works. Let's see. Go. And like I said, just to cover up those words, and then here I'm thinking maybe even just a piece of this would be okay. Let's just line this up real quick before we do that. And so we need to do about right there. Just eyeballing, as I always do. Now I do measure, just so you know, like things that I have to measure. Like if I'm doing journals, covers, you know, things like that. Oh yes, I do measure those to make sure that I get them right. But things like this, collaging, I tend not to measure anything. Just eyeball, which sometimes I have to say gets me into trouble because I don't eyeball it correctly. Okay, so there we go. There's that. Looky. So now I have started 2 pages, one for one brother and then one for the other brother, and I will cover this up with something, because I of course used the paper. And I mean, I have strips of that paper, I think maybe some, but not much at all, unless, you know what, we could tie both together, or we could patchwork it like a broken map. You know what? I mean, I don't know. Because see, like, we have the red on the other side for my older brother Rick. He has red. But I put the newspaper here, so to tie them both, I could put the newspaper here. Right? Right? I could do that. Yep, let's just do it really quick. While I'm thinking about it, right? Okay. Yep, let's do that. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tear the top, but that's okay. Yes, let's do that. Let's get this glued down. Okay. Yes, I like it. I do like it. Yeah, I do. It ties them both right in. It's got that little piece there, so it does match. Yeah, I like it. Yay! And then the next pages are the flip ups again, but I don't want to do the napkins. I did 2 of those for the napkins. So I do want to do something different on these. And looky guys. That's it. That's all we got left. Just a few more pages. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so let's leave that at that. And thank you guys so much for coming and joining me and helping me create something for my 2 brothers. And next, and the last one will be my dad, which I'm going to go back a couple of pages so I can have a couple of flat like this. Kind of like my mom's got 4 pages. I want to give him 4 pages. Me and my dad enjoy fishing and tinkering and working on boats and mechanical and things like that. We did construction together for a long time, insulation work on the naval bases, and so we've done a lot together. And so I wanna do something real special for him, and I know he likes hunting too. So so I may do these 2 pages off camera, and then when we come back, I think we're gonna do my dad. How about that? I think that would be wonderful. Okay guys, thanks for joining in. Remember, stay creative, think outside the box. Like, subscribe, and comment if you like these videos. And you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Okay now, bye-bye.